Hello and welcome to yet another special episode of Agenda. This one's not too different from what we did yesterday. We are standing almost at the same place as where we were standing yesterday. Our focus was on what has really now become class wars, if I can call it that. What you're seeing right now on your screen is the Mahagun society that has come under storm, a bit of a storm from what you might call as the lower class, the people who are considered poor, the house helps, the families, the relatives of all those as workers working in your houses, cooking your food, literally right next to your houses. They also live in slums where I was just a short while back. That is exactly where we did the show yesterday, which is Mahagun Mart, a shopping complex made specifically for this society of middle class and slightly upper middle class, if I can say so, if you guys don't mind, people from India. Now what this has become is a huge story. Why it has become a huge story, as I explained in the last show which we did yesterday. One woman by the name of Zora, a house help, a maid, allegedly stole 17,000 rupees from a couple, the Sethis, who we did have on the show yesterday. And that then spiraled out of control because she was told by the couple that we will complain that you actually are somebody who steals money from whoever you work for. She was obviously not happy with that, and then it all resulted in two different versions. What you're seeing on your right, on my right rather, is a society version. These people are basically saying that they were attacked by a mob of close to 500 people. These 500 people were friends, relatives, people who are basically working in the same sector. They are maids, they are house helps, domestic workers who live nearby. They stormed the area, wanted to attack the couple's house. The couple also, they have said yesterday on the show that in fact they wanted to kill the people, the couple. On the left is a different version. The version that we're getting on our left is from those, as you can see from just what they're wearing. These people are basically saying they're underprivileged, they have been taken advantage of, they in fact did not steal any money, they'd gone to get the money for their salary in a sense. And the woman in question, Zora, who we just met in fact, who the police has just returned from a medical checkup, has also claimed that in fact this is something that I never did, and in fact I was mistreated, I was harassed like we said yesterday. What is the truth? That is difficult to ascertain. Before I get to that, I just want to get initial comments of what is happening on the second or third day almost now, if I can say so. We understand as many as 4 FIRs have been filed. You are one of the complainants. Are you seeing this quietening down? And I hope the media is playing a role in that. We want it to end, but it seems like right now that this has become a class war. What do you have to say?
In fact, the situation on the ground is still extremely tensed. The police is already deployed here. The residents are extremely scared. They're still extremely scared. And we are trying our best to make sure that this thing doesn't happen again. Now, having said that, the more important point is that we need to understand the perspective from our side. That while we agree that whatever is being concocted right now is an absolutely untrue, but we also do believe that that particular couple, Zora and her husband, were the ones who had actually misinformed all the others.
And instigated them.
And instigated, because we have also been getting a lot of calls from maids. The residents are getting a lot of calls from maids saying कि हमें पता नहीं था कि exactly क्या था, हमें नहीं पता था कि एक CCTV में footage में वो दिख रही थी, हमें बोला गया था कि उनको रात भर पकड़ा गया, पर हमें नहीं पता था CCTV कैमरा में ये चीज दिखा. So we have been getting a lot of calls, and we do understand the whole lot is probably was completely misinformed. They were misdirected. That is also something which we do understand.
Okay, thanks. I just want to get also a different version. I have been speaking with her for a while. She is the sister-in-law of Zora. आप जरा थोड़ा बताइए कि आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या हुआ है? आपको लगता है कि जोरा और उनके जो आदमी हैं उन्होंने आपको शायद गलत बताया हुआ था कि यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, या उन्होंने सच बताया था?
सच बताया, गलत नहीं बताया, सच बताया उसको.
उसके साथ क्या हुआ था?
उसको साथ हुआ, यहाँ पे जो काम करती है तो उसको एक घर में काम करती है तो उसको काम मन नहीं लगा. वहाँ पे काम ज़्यादा है, पैसा कम है, इसलिए चिक बहुत करती है. उसको बोलते हैं मैं काम नहीं करूँगा, दूसरी देख लो, मैं काम छोड़ दूँगा. ऐसे बोल के 1 सप्ताह हुआ उसको काम छोड़ने का. मैडम फोन करके 2 बार बुलाया उसको.
पर उसको मारा क्या?
उसको मारा, उसको पैसा लेने का गया, फोन करा, पैसा 2 महीने का नहीं दिया, पैसा लेने का गया, उसको पैसा नहीं दिया, बंद करके रखा, पूरा रात को मारा कर मेरा घर पे काम नहीं करा है तो तेरे को.
You can see the reactions right now coming in very clearly stating that that's all false. Now, Before we get into what the truth is, it's not easy to understand the truth in just a matter of 24 hours. The police is investigating. We've been trying to get in touch with them. We also asked the police representative to be on our show yesterday and today. Of course, we understand that they are doing the work that they are supposed to do. But what do we know? Let's just break this up into what we know and what we don't know. What are the facts and what we don't know are the facts, and what is simply speculation at this point in time? Because at the end of the day, we are just journalists and the police has to come out and state something very clearly. Well, maids, friends, relatives of Zohra, they did attack the society on Wednesday morning right here. They say, the society says as many as 500 people attacked it. There are different versions of the numbers. The police has not confirmed the number of 500. They say maybe 150, maybe 200. We don't know. The second thing we do know as a fact is that they broke into the house of employers of the alleged, the couple that we've talked about, Setis. They did break into it. I've seen it myself, that they went and the window was broken. We have been told by a number of sources, the police has confirmed this, that they actually went inside. Stone pelting with security did take place right here. So these people that you're seeing out here, not all of them, basically family and friends of Zohra, they were here. From this side of the road, they were actually throwing stones into the society after they were pushed out by society, security guards, and in fact residents themselves. What we also know is, like he just confirmed, that as many as 4 FIRs have been filed, 3 from the society and 1 from the domestic health side. So Zohra's husband has in fact filed 1 FIR. 58 supporters, now this is interesting because 58 supporters of the domestic help were late last night detained by the police, and 13 of those 58 were then arrested. Now what do we not know? And this is very crucial. Did the so-called mob actually threaten to kill the employer couple? They say they did. They say they did not. All right. How many people really attacked the society? Like I said, 500 is one number that's floating around, 200 is another. There's no confirmation. CCTV footage doesn't reflect 500 at this point in time, which of course you'll see as the discussion continues. Where is the CCTV footage of the incident? Because the video that you're going to be seeing or have already seen is reflective of somebody shooting from some of the top floors of this building, a video on his mobile phone. But the CCTV footage of 500 people entering or leaving this area is not available. There has only been made a video about 8 to 9 seconds of Zohra herself walking in a very decent condition out of a particular flat a particular building. So where is that CCTV footage? So why is it that the police is not releasing that, if at all they have access to that? Because that would then completely confirm that as many as 500 people were there. What we also don't know at this point in time is what is the medical analysis of Zohra and what is it that's revealed. We'll play out something that we just saw close to about an hour back. Me and my colleagues, we walked into the slum where Zohra lives. We were at her house. The police had just dropped her out. Now what this police did was, at that point in time, they were taking a video on their mobile phone, proving to everyone so that they can show to their superiors and everyone else, that's what they claim, that we have brought Zohra back. We took her for a medical checkup on her asking. Zohra did not speak, did not say the same thing to us. Please have a look at this video, because this is the stress that even the police is under. This is how tense this situation has become, that even the police, when they're doing something, have to have proof that they have actually picked up somebody and then dropped somebody after a medical checkup, which does reveal, according to the police that we spoke to, that actually she is fine now. Have a look.
अरे डॉक्टर करा के लाए ना इसकी, अब अस्पताल से लेके इसको। अरे तेरे से जो पूछ रहे हैं ये बात कर, बता तू।
अस्पताल से आए।
क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? है? रुखसाना। आप कहाँ से सर?
NDTV से सर। कैसे हैं? NDTV से सर। नमस्कार।
लो भाई अपनी ये दवाई लो, तुम सुनो। दवाई समझ ले। दवाई ये खाली पेट खाना है, ये सुबह शाम खाना है, ये भी सुबह शाम खाना है, ये दिन में एक बार खाना है, ये भी सुबह शाम खाना, ठीक है ना? हाँ, ये सब सुबह शाम खाना है, ये एक बार खाना है, ये खाली पेट खाना।
The other big question that I didn't reveal just yet was, are they Bangladeshis? Yesterday on our show, we had people actually claiming very categorically from the society that these are all Bangladeshi immigrants, and in fact, that's not something that they want. What we understand is that if I ask the people out here, आप बांग्लादेश से हैं क्या? कहाँ से हैं?
हम लोग कुछबार कोलकाता है ना, कोलकाता तरफ जो सिलीगुड़ी है, सिलीगुड़ी से हमारा गाँव है।
आपका वोटर आईडी है आपके पास?
पास वोटर कार्ड
हैं?
ID कार्ड है, आधार कार्ड सब कुछ है हमारा पास,
सबके पास है?
रेशन कार्ड है, सब
अच्छा,
कुछ है।
आप निकाल के दिखाइए जरा हमें, फिर हम दिखाएंगे. Why is it that this has become about that? Because yesterday we had people from the society. Whoever wants to answer, I'd be happy for him to answer. Do you want to take that on? Because yesterday on the show we had people from the society saying that these are Bangladeshis and we don't want them here.
See, I don't think, any society person said specifically Bangladeshi.
A woman
or
said it on the
Bengali.
show. We can play it
Yeah,
out.
quite possible.
Yeah.
That could be her personal, interpretation
Okay.
of the situation.
Okay.
Right now, the stand, taken by the society people is against mates in general.
Okay.
It is not, that what is the origin of that particular lady or what is the country she belongs to.
Okay.
Right now, the problem which we are facing is from mates in general, the kind of ruckus they have created in the society.
Okay.
That answer we are looking for.
Okay.
And I've got 2 points to make.
Go ahead.
Now, as per the story being floated here is that day before yesterday, husband of Zora came to the house of Mr. Sethi and asking for whereabouts of his wife.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows that the lady works in approximately 10 to 12 houses.
Yeah.
Why that gentleman came to that particular house
house.
only? Because as per CCTV
This point
footage,
has been made before.
Yeah,
Yes.
that as per CCTV footage also, the lady
No,
came
not
out.
CCTV footage. That CCTV footage is of a different building, not from this society.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
From this
let
society
me
itself, different building.
Different building, yeah,
complete. Let me
that's
complete. As per CCTV footage, that lady was clearly seen coming out of from the house of another lady
Okay.
where she was working,
Okay.
and that lady also gave her statement to
quickly.
police. So my point is that it wasn't in a thought through plan
Okay.
that person going to a particular house
Yes,
and
yes.
asking.
So it was all planned. But we want to. We're actually just showing right now. These are the cards of the Government of India cards. ये आपका है? ये आपका कार्ड है और ये क्या है? ये आपका ये इलेक्शन आईडी कार्ड है. तो और आप जोरा की? ये जोरा का कार्ड है. ये यूनिक आधार कार्ड है ना? पर आपके पास कार्ड हैं आप कह रहे हो. हाँ. So that is what you're saying. जोरा के बच्चे भी आपके पास ही हैं अभी? Okay. One other thing that we want to state right now, 58 people of the slum where Zora lives, and allegedly these are the people who actually attacked the society. They were detained last night. उनके साथ क्या हुआ जो लोग जिनको पुलिस उठा के ले गई थी?
उसको साथ पुलिस उठा के लेके गया, उसको कुछ नहीं है, उसको पूरा शरीर में चेक पे कुछ नहीं करा. काल
वो तो जोरा के साथ हुआ. जो लोगों को उठा के ले गए थे रात को लोगों को उठा के ले गए थे या नहीं ले गए थे?
लेके गया, वो पुलिस उठा के लेके गया.
क्या करा उनके साथ?
पता नहीं, उसको सारा जुब्बी तोड़ फोड़ के मारपीट करके जुब्बी से निकल के गाड़ी में बैठे के लेके गया.
अच्छा, और 13 लोगों को अरेस्ट करा. जोरा का पति कहाँ है?
जोड़ा का पति तो डर के इधर उधर भागती है, वो भाग के डर के
और जोरा के बच्चे कहाँ हैं?
जोड़ा का बच्चा नींद गया, बिस्तर में सोया, नींद गया. वो नींद का
अभी आपके साथ थे ना जोरा के बच्चे, वो कहाँ हैं?
उसको मेरा पास है,
यही कहीं हैं?
यहाँ यहीं पे है. उसको पानी पीना
था. So at this point in time, Zora's kids are being handled by her sister-in-law. The husband is missing. It is a difficult situation. We did see Zora. She was brought back by the police. I also want to bring in Elizabeth out here, who basically is somebody who actually speaks for similar people. You've been working in this field. I just want to understand from you, how is it that you look at this? Because there are many indications that suggest that this was a plan thought of by the husband. That's one accusation.
This incident, because we are getting different versions of it, we are trying to get the facts out of it also. But one thing which I would like to tell you, being a union of domestic workers association, that the domestic workers being in the informal and most in the vulnerable section where there is no proper legislation, regulations of work, and the work itself being invisible to the society. The unregulated conditions of work, lack of redressal system, working conditions, mechanisms are not there in our country. That is the basic fact that when something happens like this sort of thought, there is frustration and there is anger which we will not let out.
Do you agree with her? No, but did you understand what she's saying? I just want to get his point of view. Yeah.
The point is that obviously we will all welcome a regulatory framework for domestic. This is not something which we are averse to.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll prefer that.
Yeah.
In fact, we are the ones as a society. We have been following every procedure. We have been asking all the maids to get police verification. I do not know how the police verification actually works, because that doesn't seem very effective.
Okay.
But either ways, most of these people have Aadhaar. Now, Aadhaar is not a proof of citizenship. All those pictures aside, what we are saying is, if someone can actually bring in a regulatory framework, we'll definitely welcome it. It's not something we are averse to. However, the point which has to be made right now is that a mob attacked our society.
Allegedly a mob. I just want to state that.
Even if I'll agree that's 200, even if I agree to the police version, it's still 200 a mob. 200 is a mob with lathis, with stones, pelted our society, and we were held hostage for 5 hours.